Minecraft. I've already kind of pre-gamed a little bit. I hope you guys don't mind. So there's a little staircase down to a little area that I'm mining out right now. But I haven't really done much. We have like this this stuff in my inventory is like the only stuff we have. It's not a lot. I just played a little bit off camera. Just try to get us settled, you know. At least have something together. I know it's no fun to jump in while somebody's trying to figure out, hey, where do I want to build, all that stuff. So this is our big pool of water that's next to us that I want to build next to it. And I also think I want to reduce everything to this height. Um, Maybe not that mountain back there, but like the main plains area at least. So welcome to Fun Lab 2.0 crafters. We're just gonna have some quote unquote fun. Alright, crafters, sorry about that. The phone rang and I didn't want you to be subjected to another scam call. I've been getting lots of scam calls today. But I put in some applications for employment, so I have to kind of answer the phone. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a catch. It's like I have to answer the phone because I want the possible employment, but then I answer the phone and it's not employment. So kind of a bummer. Aw, I cut off the water supply for that one. So maybe we just put this one over here then. There you go. I didn't even necessarily mean for these two to go right here. It just kind of happened. But there you go. We're just growing up our sugar cane because it doesn't do much good in a box, but at least outside a box it can handle its business. All right, we're gonna keep our bed and crafting table on us because those are important things, and I might keep our wood on us as well, and maybe the cobble, like half the cobble. That way we can craft stuff on the go. All right, now that we've got that stuff done, let's try to pop up a couple of seeds. Just something to start a little wheat farm. Okay, we got one. I was hoping for like maybe 5. So there's 2. Let's try crafters. We got this. Trying to get more seeds. Okay. We are also trying to get the sapling to grow. I forgot that I had planted that. Because you can see there's not a lot of trees out this way, so it's kind of start your own tree farm kind of day. Alright, there's 5 seeds. Sweet. Didn't even take as long as I thought it would. We've already got a bed so these sheep can live without any fear of me. I do have it in peaceful currently just to try to get a little bit of a head start on life. And I think we're going to go ahead and throw down my current crafting box. Just because, like, I think right here could just be like a little bit of a station for right now. Hey, we'll set up our stuff down here so that we can take care of business. I'm not going to want to make wooden tools. I only made the one pickaxe that I had so that we could get some resources. And now I'm gonna make like a little farm right here for my little seeds. It's close to the edge, but not to the point where when I harvest the wheat, the seeds should jump in the water. So there's our 5 little seeds. That will start us a little early game wheat farm. And next, I would love to make another stick and make a upgraded pickaxe, and probably also an upgraded shovel. Those are the 2 things I'm going to be able to use right now. So let's just move this stuff around. Swap a doodle do. And then let's get into it. Sweet, our tree grew. Nice. Let's go ahead and chop this tree down. We're going to have to stay on top of this tree the first few rotations, just so that we get good wood. Alright, it's a small tree, but small is better than nothing. We'll gather the wood. We got 2 so far. I'm guessing about 4 pieces of wood. That's what we chopped down the first time to get the saplings. So, yep, 4 pieces of wood. And then we'll convert it all over into logs, so that we've got some logs. Sweet, right when we were running out, we found some more. Very nice. And then we're just going to let that kind of dissolve behind us while we take apart some of this. But we found another seed, nice. I'm going to push this back to where the hill is. So the start of the hill is back here, like right there. And we're just going to kind of clean up the dirt around it and use it as like a natural barrier for right now. I may push it further eventually, but right now that's just a good stopping place. So we're not digging for like miles for no reason. We do have to keep in mind I do have a hole here, so I may actually want to seal up the top 2 levels. There, if I fall now, it shouldn't be as damaging as it would have been if I had fallen like from the top. We're trying to prevent damaging ourselves. Even though it's unpeaceful, you can still die by losing all your hearts in a big old accident. That's a cat accident. That's where I just remind myself that I'm a klutz both in video games and real life, and fall in a hole that I made myself. Very common Minecraft occurrence. Dig a hole and then step into it. I saw we got a couple of saplings down, so I am going to want to go grab those before they disappear. Because, like I said, this is the most important part to me, is keeping them planted. Let's go a few away and just plant another one. So we've got 2 planted now. Hopefully we'll get a third out of that, but if we don't, starting with 1 tree and growing into 2, not the biggest blunder of all time. Some kids say that's actually a really big benefit. Hope you all are doing well today, crafters. I myself am feeling a tiny bit under the weather. I've got some sniffles, and it's just been cold. It was 14 degrees when I woke up, which was absolutely not the ticket. Go ahead and just finish what we started. I know we lost our shovel, but a little few punches there. A couple punches here, clean out the grass, and then we've got a nice cleaned up area. Does not looking like it's going to drop another sapling, but miracles happen. So let's go over here and put these seeds down. We'll just go 3 in a row like that. Plant them so that we can continue our wheat farm. We're going to leave the animals alone for right now and just let them go about their animal business. Oh yes, we got another sapling. That's what I'm talking about. A few more this way and get it in the ground so that it can raise up, so that we can get more tree opportunities. Meanwhile, we're just going to try to punch out at least this last couple of rows. I don't really want to make a whole shovel for it. Sorry, crafters, I've got a bit of extended phone call, so I'm going to be muted for a second. I'm still here with you guys, but just give me a second to finish up this phone call. I finished my one phone call, crafters, but I've got to call somebody back, so just a couple more minutes. Again, my apologies, but it's just going to be a couple more minutes. Thank you guys for understanding. Alright, crafters, I finished my phone call. Sorry about that. And I also managed to feed my dog. Isn't that good stuff? So if you didn't notice, one of our trees grew. We took that down. We did a little mining down south. We cleared up some more dirt. Just all the kind of like the starting things you need to do when you're trying to figure out it. All that good stuff. The build is probably like a little house to live in. At this point, we're just pushing to get some more wood. I don't think 40 wood is really going to be enough to build like a little cabin. So we're just going to mine the wood for a little bit more, but it does kind of have to populate the wood. So we're going to go downstairs and just make sure that we're evening this out. Okay, it's pushed back pretty far. Let's take both of these back another one. I don't know, I just like nice clean edges and sides. So that way if I want to put anything in, it won't be in the walkway. You know, if I want to put in some some smelting down here, that's definitely something we could do. And it would be out of the way of the mine shaft. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, just kind of for balance. Balance is very important in Minecraft. Symmetry. Symmetry more than balance, but I'd say it's kind of the same thing when you're talking about a squarey block game. I've been playing Minecraft for a minute, dude. I've been playing it since PS3. Love me some Minecraft. I don't think we're gonna get any more saplings. Is it just literally gonna be the one, my guy? Okay, yeah, just the one. That's okay. We've got 3 saplings growing. Hopefully that mines us up enough wood to make a little cabin. After the cabin, we're gonna focus on making some storage. So, because this one box is not gonna hold us forever. One box is not gonna manage the rest of our lives. But for right now, we're very low income, so I feel like it might do good for a minute. I'm gonna tame this black horse while we're waiting. I mean, I can't really do anything with him, but I can at least get him to hearts. Hopefully he'll stay in the area now that he's hearted. And if I see like the llama man, I'm gonna definitely 86 one of his llamas so that I can get his ties, so that I can tie up my sweet little horse there, so I don't lose Jacob. I named him Jacob. I don't know why. I guess because Jacob Black. Oh, I got an achievement. Saddle up. Tame a horse. Sweet. I guess I hadn't done that on this account yet. Nice. Definitely something I've done over time, but not on this account. It's kind of a newer account. If you guys don't know, I used to have an older gamer tag, and I did everything on that gamer tag. But then we started having major saving issues, and I contacted Microsoft and never got a response. And I contacted some of the individual games, and I got help with like the individual games, but not the overall problem. So management and I just decided it was time to switch accounts. So I had all of the save progress, all of the like everything, you know, kind of like you do. You build your kingdom, and I had built my kingdom, and I had to restart my kingdom, and here we are today with my restarted kingdom. So I don't have some of the achievements that I used to have, which means that I get surprised every once in a while with like saddle up. You know, just go ahead and harvest that extra sugarcane, and I think we'll just finish off like that with the sugarcane farm, and now we're gonna have one piece that we can convert to sugar or paper or whatever. I'm not gonna convert it yet because I don't have a use for it yet, so we're just gonna chuck it in the storage. It's nighttime again, so let's grab a nap. Let's go and sleep till morning because nobody likes working in the dark with their eyes closed. Hopefully, I'm gonna turn around and there's gonna be a tree. No? Oh well, we should pop up today though. We had one yesterday, so hopefully we have one today. That kind of thing. That would be nice because 40 wood's just not the ticket, boys. Not gonna do it over a long period of time, but it's okay for right now. I'm kind of trying to clear this up a little bit. I may move the tree farm because it's like right by my mine shaft. I mean, they're not growing currently, so I can actually scoot them over. So I think this one for sure needs to be moved. We'll just take it out 4 this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put it over there. That way I can clear to my mine shaft, so there's not going to be this edge here. Because I just want it to be one firm level. Eventually we'll have to take down where the trees are sitting, but right now I just want them to grow. So it's just kind of the goal. We're just tiger pawing at the dirt right now. Ask a Kitty is in session, so if you guys have any questions for me, comments, concerns, anything like that, just pop them in the chat, and we can talk about it. We could, debate whatever needs to be done with it. If you're a little bit too shy and you don't like Ask a Kitty, you think it's too public, I always offer that you can email me anytime at kittycraft0220@gmail.com. If you're kind of like a shy bean like me and you don't really feel comfortable going into a streamer space and saying maybe you have a critique and you want to say it, well, I'm just giving you a private place to come critique me. Obviously, don't be ugly or I'll just ignore you. But if you're coming with valid, criticism, I'll definitely hear you out. No issue. Um, I just try to be conscious of people like me, because not everybody in the world is the same type of person. Some people are very outspoken and gregarious and excited about life, and some people are more like me, where they just want to chill and be laid back. And if they do have something to say, they want to do it in like a personal space. That's one of the things I hated about like high school, college work was all the like the team building stuff, right? So like if you guys are unaware somehow of how team building works, like it started in high school where they would have like these icebreakers, right? And their idea of an icebreaker was that everybody would go around and answer a question. Now that one's not too bad. Okay, the question one was never like the worst. It's just usually a normal one. You have to say your name and answer one question. Now, for a shy bean like me, that was like night and day. I really hated it. Because most of the time, nobody cares about your answer. I'm being like 100% like real right now. So like they would ask some dumb question like, okay, tell me your name and then tell me your favorite book you read over the summer. It's like nobody cares what book you read over the summer. If they cared, they would ask you personally. It's just a way for the teachers to try to like get the class to engage with each other and at least get everybody to hear everybody's names. Now, I know for the teachers it's kind of a trick too. They're trying to learn students' names. They're trying to kind of get acquainted with their class for that year, because every year they get a new bundle of beans, right? So they gotta like kind of talk to everybody. But I just always found it to be like a trash way to start, because again, nobody cares what book you read last summer. Nobody cares your favorite food. Nobody cares what you want to get out of your high school experience. Because if they did, if they were your friends or they wanted to be your friend, they would come to you on like a one-on-one and be like, "Hey, bro, let me ask you some questions. Let me holler at you real quick. Let's get to know each other on a one-on-one basis." They're not gonna like hear that you read like Red Dawn over the summer or something and be like, "You're the one, bro. You're the one. I love that book. You're like my BFF now." Same thing for college, but college like they changed it up a little bit. I had a lot of professors that would still do the icebreaker question, but I had a lot of professors that wanted to play like a game. I don't know if management ever had that, but like my professors would be like, okay, we're gonna play like a word game or a puzzle game to get to know each other and like so that we can have great teamwork like all year. And it's like, bro, I don't know these people. I don't want to know these people. One, two, three, four. I am not here to make friends. I am here to get an education that I'm paying you for. Like I don't want to I don't want to I don't care what Hank did last summer. I don't care what book he read, and I certainly don't want to play a quiz with him, especially when you're counting it for participation. Like I just want to get into the material and learn. I mean, I know some people that really liked it and they really enjoyed like the getting to know people, but that's type A versus type B for me. Like some people are just go 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 and they want to like they want to talk, they want to chat. Some people are like me though. They just really do not want to. Maybe it's not education for them. Maybe it's like the talking publicly. Admittedly, I was a comms major, so communication was kind of like the whole thing we were supposed to be doing, but definitely not the ticket to have to sit down with a bunch of strangers, especially strangers that you could tell were the same kids from high school that didn't want to participate in the project. If you guys don't know what I mean, it's like you're given a project, whether it's college, high school, work. I don't care where the project is assigned. It always goes the same way. In a group of four, I found there's typically two people who want to fight over being the leader. Okay, so there's like the person that's really like the type A leadership role, and they're actually the one that wants to like take the leadership. And then there's like the sassy pants that wants to fight them for leadership, but doesn't want the leadership role, but they usually end up with it. And then there's two people, one who's usually a bean like me, who's just like, I just want to be here, and I just want to like get the grade or do the work or whatever the situation is. I just want to be done with it. I don't care who leads as long as we're done with it. And then there's the one that just like is going to forget to do whatever it is we're doing. Management, jump in here if you think I'm wrong. So it's like you got the two leaders fighting it out. You got the one person who just wants to be there and do the work, and then you got the person who's going to say they're going to do the work, but then no matter what, you're not ever going to see that dude again. Like, they're gonna go to Sally's house and completely forget you exist. All right, so that's just been my experience in general, and that's why I think that teamwork projects are just dumb. And I'm never gonna change my opinion. I have been through all the grades of school. I graduated high school. I have been to college twice, once at college, once at university. Same thing, same experience. I have been to different jobs and gone through different work experiences, and it's been the same thing there as well. No matter whether we're talking about an office job or whether we're talking about flipping burgers at McDonald's, dude, it's like the same thing. You know, these managers, they get it in their head. Teamwork makes the dream work, and they won't let it go even when it's clear that meta is not working. That meta's not, maybe it's not, it doesn't work for this group at this time. They don't care. They absolutely do not care. they're just like they're just like set on, this is the way we've done things for the past 40 years, so this is the way we're going to continue to do things. And if you object to that meta, or you kind of like say, hey, I really, I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to do this, then you're like throwing a wrench in the machine, right? You're the one that's being toxic. You're the one that's being, you know, whatever they want to say, whatever terminology they want to use. You're just the one that's not cooperating, giving you a hard time, and you're the one making a poor experience. So I found that like I just get along to get along, and it works like 95% of the time. I really wish it wasn't like that, because I feel like people like me get kind of railroaded. Because here's what happens in the example I gave, right? There's two people fighting over leadership. The person who's the true leader and should have been the leader of the group ends up deciding for the betterment of the group, they're going to take a step back. Now, this bossy person that fought them for leadership is now in charge and assigning roles to everyone that they think they should have. And they're going to start with the person that argued them with them for leadership, right? And they're going to give them like the hardest piece of the puzzle, because you shouldn't have argued with me, you should have known I was better, blah 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 blah. And they're going to give them some kind of jerk position, because they should not have opposed them in the first place, right? And then they're going to turn to you, and they're going to give you the next hardest piece of the puzzle, because you're agreeable. They like agreeable people, and they're going to say, well, if you're so agreeable, then you take the next hardest slice of the pie. Now they're going to turn to the person who they know is not going to do the work. Well, maybe they don't know that they're not going to do the work, but they're not going to do the work. And they're going to give them the next hardest piece, so that the easiest piece can come to them, so that they can look like they dictated well, they gave out the projects well. And then they're going to look good on paper, right? Because they're going to be like this boss leader who brought this team together and got it done. So in this example, it almost goes the same way every single time. Like, I can almost promise you it's going to go this way. Couple nights before the project's due, the bossy dictator person is going to be trying to email or text everybody, trying to find out, like, hey, have you done your bit? Have you done your bit? Because they're going to start realizing their grades online or their assignments online, and they want you to have done your bit, right? So they're going to be blowing you up, like, insanely. Hey, you've done your stuff, right? Hey, I need you to be done with X, Y, and Z. Like I asked you to. This is your assignment. You need to be done with it. And you'll get the response from the other leader. They're probably done, if not completely done. Like they've either been done or they're almost done, usually. And they've been communicating that the whole time to the rest of the team. Like, I've done this, I've done that, because they're still in leader mode, even though they're not the actual quote-unquote leader. Then you'll go to the person who wants to get along to be along, same situation. They're either done or very close to it, because, again, you're just trying to get along, be along. You want the group to function well, you want a high grade, you just want it to be over, so you don't have to talk to these people again. And then they'll get to the slacker, and they'll be like, hey, and they'll get no response from them. And they'll be pinging them over and over. And now they're pinging the other two members, because they're trying to find out, hey, did Susie, do X, Y, and Z? Did Chris do X, Y, and Z? I don't want to put it on one person. I'm just saying it's type of person. And they'll be pinging the other two members, like, hey, I can't get a hold of him. Can you get a hold of him? Can somebody get a hold of him? We need to have this done. And they haven't finished their part yet either. And it's not like I kind of haven't finished. It's like a definitely are not done. So now at this point, they have their portion that's definitely not done, or, maybe started and needs some refining. And then they have a big old blank. So I've had groups go two ways at this point. Either the person that's the true leader of the group steps up and handles that extra portion, or the get along, go along kind of pairs up with them, and they just get it along to go along. Or Nobody does anything, and on presentation day, the facto leader just blames the person. Like, they start doing the call outs, right? They're like, hey, this would have been done, it would have been perfect if Susie hadn't, like, ghosted us and didn't do her part. So it's like, her, don't look at me. And the teacher always says the same dang thing. It's always like, this was a team assignment meant to be completed as a team. It was not a solo. It was meant to be done, as one person, as one group, rather. So you're all going to get a worse grade because, like, it was not done. Of course, the one wandering trader comes out here without a leash. What trades you got for me? 1 emerald for a pumpkin seed, 1 emerald for blue dye, 1 emerald for honey cube, 3 emeralds for a honey cube, 5 emeralds for a conch, 5 emeralds for a special sapling, 5 emeralds for a bucket of fish. Okay, you're kind of expensive, my man. With that said, crafters, I do need to run to the kitty loo real fast. I'll be right back. Just give me a few seconds of your time. Thank you so much. Just needed to take care of some things in the other room for a minute. Life's good. Harvesting the sugar cane, then we're gonna pop a squat on the bed. Yeah, that's my experience with team building. You know, just never goes well. Never gets the point like it should. It's not a poinsettia. Did these trees grow? These trees are really just on my last nerve. They don't want to grow. Okay, well we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll have some patience. We've done about 36 minutes so far, so we're gonna be cutting off at an hour. So about 20 more minutes of Minecraft if you're enjoying this. Obviously, if you're not, there's plenty of other contents on our channel in the form of VODs. We also have a YouTube channel where I would highly encourage you to check out some of our vids, like our 2 wins in 1 Fortnite match. That was pretty cool. Our Fortnite does the best, so that's why I'm recommending it. But we do have other things over there as well. So please feel free to check it out. If you do check it out, feel free to give us that follow for free if you like what you see. Subscribe is free on YouTube. I don't know why they use the same term for pay for Twitch, but please don't be concerned. A subscribe on YouTube is just like a follow on Twitch. It's free. It's a great way to support the channel if you don't want to drop that monetary. Now, if you do, there's a couple of other ways you can tip me if you're at all interested. PayPal.me or PayPal, yeah, PayPal.me/KittyCraft0220 and hashtag KittyCraft0220 are 2 ways you can get me that payment if you are wanting to tip me at all. Again, there's no pressure there. I'm just giving you guys options because I know not everybody's going to want to subscribe to my channel or gift a sub. That's just, a little too much pressure for some people, and I'm not about pressuring anybody. I'm about playing games and having a good time and just being a vibe, honestly. Just a safe, positive place where people can come hang out. I'm an open book. You can ask me pretty much almost any question under the sun. If I don't answer the question, it means that you're not going to get an answer, so if you don't get an answer and you've asked like 5 times, that's why. But I think that's fair enough. Everybody should have their limits as to what they will be willing, exactly what management said, what they're willing to accept. Management's a pretty chill person too, so if you guys have almost any questions for her, I'm sure she would be willing to answer them. She's pretty chill. That's kind of why we fit like 2 pods in the sea. Just nice, chill gaming experience. She's playing some Genshin. I'm playing some Minecraft. If you guys want to see Genshin, just let me know. We can hook that up on the channel. But you guys are going to have to say something. Saying nothing doesn't get us anywhere. So just letting you guys know if that's something you want to see. We just have to express ourselves. And you've got a variety of ways. Again, if chatting and commenting is not your style, you can always email me at kittycraft0220@gmail.com. That is my address for the channel, and it's a safe place, so say what you need to say. Now, just realize that if you say something ultra negative for no reason, you're probably just not going to get a response. So, I'm not into toxicity. That's one thing that I really don't like. It doesn't matter what game we're talking about. That's kind of the reason I won't play COD. Don't get me wrong, I love some Call of Duty, but there's nothing but sweaty, beefy gamer boys and gamer girls over there who love nothing more than to ruin somebody's day. And, I don't really like that, to be perfectly honest. That's why I quit Call of Duty, because I was becoming one of those beefy, sweaty gamer girls who was yelling at the screen every 5 seconds. And I really don't want the rage cage, okay? That's not the kind of tiger I want to be. I want to be a fluffy tiger, not a floofy tiger. There's a huge difference. If you guys don't know the difference, it's pretty much fluffy tigers like pets and hanging out and being nice. Floofy tiger is more like zoo experience. Guys have never experienced a zoo, just trust me, it's not a good idea. Do not try to pet a floofy tiger. Floofy tigers are not for petting. You would not boot the snoot, you would not give a pet, because they're just mad all the time. And it doesn't matter if they're winning or they're losing. They're mad. I try not to be mad all the time. It's just I'm a cold tiger. And cold, fluffy tigers are almost the same as floofy tigers. They want to be warm, and they want to be fed, and they'd like to be watered. And they get kind of cranky if it doesn't happen fast enough. And I try not to be a floofy tiger. I'm trying really hard. That's my end goal for the year. Not be floofy tiger, but I'm a wild beast sometimes. It's just how it is. I'm only human. Everybody's got their moments. Even management gets a little toxic sometimes, but that's just being human. Living with other people is definitely not as fun as it sounds. I don't care if you're talking about friendship, partner, best friend for life, family. I don't care who you're talking about. Even Nana and Pop Pop, okay? They can be a little frustrating too. I love my family dearly, but I cannot handle them for extended periods of time. They're just too much. And I'm sure management likes some parts of her family, but no thank you. Just people can be, it's just too much, you need your own space, you need to be doing what you're doing, and to be a fluffy tiger, you kind of got to relax. And to relax, you gotta establish chill zones. So that's why we're here in Minecraft, being just nice, chill play. Look at all these nice plains, and the water's so pretty. We can go for a swim. Let's go for a swim, crafters. I'll take you guys on an adventure. How about that? Let's go. Under the water. Here we go. Ooh, look how pretty that is. We got fishies. We got everything we need. Can I not drown, please? Why am I like stuck on the bottom of the lake? Can I not, please? Thank you. Okay. Adventure over. I don't know what on earth my cat thought it was doing, but if you guys are confused, I really am a tiger. I'll prove it to you guys. There, see? I told you. Tiger. Even got the tiger skin and everything. Courtesy of the management. Almost everything that happens on this channel is due to her, so big thank you to management for all the sponsoring of the channel since June, and you guys should thank her for all the new content that's going to be coming in 2023. I'm sure she's got something up her sleeve. She always has something going on. So shout out to her for being the sponsor of the channel at the moment. Hoping to get another sponsorship, but I've been told pretty much by every sponsor, we gotta get the viewership count up, we gotta get the follower count up. They want a big 10K, guys, so we're not even in the junior leagues yet. If you guys, again, if you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, please give us the follow. It's a free way to support the channel, and it will open us to a lot more opportunities that we don't have access to right now. So it would be really great if we could get, sponsored. That would greatly help the channel. I'm jumping on my bed like a silly tiger. Alright, we got about 15 minutes left of this game, so let's make it the most of it. Our trees are not popping, which is kind of annoying. I thought 4 was good, but I don't know if it is anymore. It was a minute ago. We got some wood, but now it's not, which hashtag question mark, like what? Also, guys, as another big announcement, while we're just running around and doing random things, picking stuff up, I just want to remind everybody that the channel is taking a bit of a turn lately. We're cutting the number of games that the channel has access to, just because I'm not really seeing as many people tuning in for certain things. So like Tropico 6, City Skylines, possibly Smite, things like that are probably going to be coming off the channel to make room for new Game Pass games and new situations. Again, if you guys ever see something that you like, that you want to see more of, that gets cut from the channel, all you gotta do is conversate with me and let me know that, like, hey, I was really enjoying X, Y, or Z, and here's my reasoning why. And if we can get, like, even a couple people saying that, then we can definitely reinstate things. It's not a one-way process. It's a very much it's your channel as well, but I need to have that confirmation that, you're unhappy with the way things are going, and I need to know like what and why so that we can make adjustments. I have no problem making those adjustments for you guys. You're the viewers, and the viewers are very important to me. But without any viewer, conversation, management and I have to make the best calls for ourselves and for the channel. And there may be calls that you guys might not like, but again, I just need that shouted out so I know. Thank you for listening, I guess. Again, this really is your channel, guys. I know I'm the KittyCraft and I'm the one doing the talking, but without viewers, there's not really a channel. It's just me talking to myself. And I'm going to do that anyway, so that's why we're here, but I just feel like I need to give you guys the opportunity to make changes as necessary, because you guys are kind of like junior moderators. You got to tell me what you want to see so that we can make it happen, so we can make a community. It's not all I, me, the team, Without a team, you can't really perfect anything. I doubt I got all that wood. So we're going to let that break down a little bit, and then we'll check on it. I'm just trying to get some more saplings to plant closer to base so that we don't run out of wood. Running out of wood would be a big no-no. It's kind of like a Minecraft faux pas. You don't really want to run out of the woods, because running out of the wood means your game's kind of over. Like, wood makes tools. Tools make life easier. Did I get all the wood?
Looks like it. Oh,
No.
like there's a dark one over there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think I messed up right over there. Okay, ladder up. Let's go. Yeah, it'll be alright. We'll climb up there and see what's going on. But that's why I take these bigger trees like one step at a time, so you can see what's happening. Okay, let's just clear this leaf. Kind of get up in here and see what's going on. Hello? Hello? Did I not? It looked real dark for a minute, but did I not? Am I good? I'm possibly good, guys. Possibly I did not mess this over. Yet. I mean, there's always a yet, right? Okay, ooh, we made the parkour jump. Sweet. Hello? Hello, it is I, Kittycraft. Are you done? You appear to be done? Oh no. Leaves are deleting. We gotta cat back down. There we go. I need that Nia trait from DBD. Cat-like reflexes. Alright, let's just cut down this tree because I think we're done. I think I actually didn't mess it up for once. Which that's great. That's great for me, honestly. I know it's kind of dark, but we're just trying to make sure that we get any more saplings. We got like 15 saplings so far, so like a great run. Much better on the front of what we were expecting. Still like 13 minutes left, crafters. Not that I'm hating it, I'm just saying like I try to change the content about every hour just because I don't want anybody to say they're bored. And I am one of those like very spazzy cats, so I kind of need new environments to be in where I get kind of ganked up, kind of bored. I mean, don't get me wrong, some days I'm in the zone, I can do a couple hours, but other days I'm like, okay, I've done an hour, can I leave? That's why normal traditional workspaces just don't work for me because I get like claustrophobia, like work claustrophobia, and I'm just like, there's too much of this happening. I hate having to sit at a desk or run and take meals and take orders from people that don't care one flip about me. I guess I'm just a little jaded from working fast food. Where people come in and they only care about their hamburger and they don't really care about you. They don't want to know your name. Like they really do not care. I mean, management is like, well, they could care if you give them good personality and good service. No, dude, they're not here to see Trevor or Max or Joy or Jonah or whatever your name is. They're here because they want the food, and they're hungry, and they want you to give them the food. And if you do that and you do it with a smile on your face, fantastic. If you don't, they complain about you. But they don't really care about you. Even when they're complaining about you, they don't really care. They care that they were offended. That's like the basic line, in my opinion, is the customer cares that they were offended or they were slighted or they were spoken to in a way that they didn't expect, but it's not really about you. It's about the experience that they had. And then they're going to go home and they're going to eat their McJunior double or whatever the heck it is. And I promise you, by tomorrow, it's not even going to be a thing. You know, they're going to go on about their life, you're going to go on about yours, and no one's going to remember that one time. Okay, unless it's like ultra memorable and the place burns to the ground, I'm pretty sure they're just it's gonna be fine. You know what I mean? And I think that is like the saltiest form of like customer service ever. Is the fact that no matter what kind of like whether it's a good day or a bad day, no matter how good you do, they're only gonna remember anything about that interaction if it was poor, if it was toxic, if it was trash, if it was garbage. That's the only way they're gonna remember you. And they're probably not even going to remember your name. They're just going to call you that one employee that they ran into one time and had an experience with one time that they didn't care for, that they didn't like, that they, felt taken advantage by. And that's, I think, the worst part of customer service, in my opinion, is being just like a number or a name or a badge. That, it doesn't matter what kind of customer service. I'm using fast food, but I mean, like, okay, when you call into Spectrum or whatever Wi-Fi service you have, you're calling because you want your stuff either turned on, turned off, or fixed, or you don't like the price. Those are your typical 4 reasons for calling a place like that. And I don't think you really care if Sally Q answers the phone. You just want somebody to get on the other line and to do one of the 4 things I said. Either turn it off, turn it on. You want to complain about somebody and be like, hey, it's like $300 more than I thought it would be. Or you want like some other service. Okay? And that's all you want. You don't want Sally to get online and start being like, hey, I'm from Minnesota. I've got 2 kids. I'm trying to support a home. Like, you don't care. At the end of the day, Sally Q is just a representative that you talk to now. Sally Q gives you really good, experience, and she does whatever thing you're calling in for very well. You're going to like Sally Q, right? And you're going to be like hype about it. But if Sally Q, you call in and you have a terrible experience with Miss Sally Q, you're going to definitely remember her and you're going to write her name down and you're going to call her manager. But it's not, again, because of Sally Q. It's because of an experience you received as a customer. And I just think that's the worst part about customer service. Doesn't matter how many attaboys or good pats on the back you get. At the end of the day, you're just a number, an extension, or a clock in code, you know? And it doesn't really matter, like, you're not changing in the world. Nobody's ever been served the perfect burger in their life and then immediately gone back and been like, you know what, you changed my life, you made the decisions for me, I'm going to divorce this toxic person I'm married to, I'm going to go find somebody better for me, I'm going to raise my kids, I'm going to get, I'm ready for the Academy Awards, and I'm also going to get an Oscar and like do all these good things because you served me a meal. No, that just, I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. They might have had the most mind-blowing experience, but even when they tip you out as a server, they're just tipping you out because that's our system. That's America. Or that's wherever you are. You know what I mean? That's just the experience that happened. So it's just frustrating to me, I guess. Thanks for listening, crafters. I was just venting. Not venti, but venting. I would love a venti. If anybody wants to send me Starbucks money, you guys would be the best. I would love a pumpkin frappe. Okay, that would be great. Don't send me a pumpkin frappe to my house. That would be a little creepy. But just sending me like, we got PayPal.me, we got a Cash App, we got, you can send me bits. Like, yeah, we got ways. We got ways to pay. Okay, but I would just putting it out there that I would really love one, and I haven't had one in a very long time. And if somebody wanted to gift me one, I would be like incredibly thankful. I mean, you don't know what I want unless I ask you, so I feel okay asking. I'm not trying to be rude or like that person that's begging for stuff. I'm just saying, like, that would be a holiday gift from you guys to me. That would be great. I don't want a lot. I just want a quiet November, quiet December. Just get along to be along. Let's all just enjoy our lives and go down the road. That's all I'm asking for. Can I get a chick? No, of course not. Shouldn't have thrown that egg. Could have been useful to make a cake to celebrate with the crafters. I love how after I put like 30 saplings, one popped. But I had to put down like 25 saplings to get some wood. Well, welcome to Minecraft. There you go. I really don't want any more than that. That's probably enough right there. And then we can go down to our underground area and we can burn the rest to make some charcoal. Because I'm certain that out of 25 saplings, the probability of one popping is a lot higher than like 3. So we're going to divide this in half. We're going to throw some of it in the bottom, some of it in the top, and just start making some charcoal so we can make some torches. We've got about 6 minutes left, crafters, again, so if you want to... Oh, there's a pretty tree to chop down. But yeah, if Ask a Kitty's relevant, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to talk, feel free to jump in the chat with me and just let's have a good time. Let's be positive and supportive. If you guys have any plans for Thanksgiving, I'd love to hear about them. We're just doing like a nice quiet turkey dinner with family, nothing exciting. But if you guys are doing anything exciting, some people are, taking trips and, having anniversaries and stuff. So if you're doing anything like that, please let management and I know. We would love to hear about it. And we'd love to share your experiences with everybody else. Maybe somebody needs some holiday cheer and they just need to hear that, life gets better. It does get better, crafters. Even on the worst moments of my life, losing people that I loved and cared about, having consequences for my actions that I didn't expect, things that just, would tear you down as a person. I've lived, I've learned, I've laughed, and I've moved on. And I know that it's hard in the moment to remember that life is an experience and life continues. But it does, Every bad day is followed by a storm, and every storm has a rainbow at the end. Now, it might not be the rainbow you're expecting, but it will be a rainbow. For me, it was finding management, somebody that truly cares about me as a person. And even when I'm completely horrible to her, which is a combination of terrible and horrible, she remembers that we've had 6 years together and not every day has been toxic and bad and trash. And she's able to rationalize in her little kitty mind that it's going to be okay and we're going to move on, And that's what you want to find, and that's what you want to think about. You want to think about the positives. You want to think about, yes, today has been horrible, and yesterday might have been terrible, and tomorrow might be bad too, but eventually it's going to stop. Eventually I'm going to get up, I'm going to put on my coat, I'm going to go out the front door, things are going to be better, life is going to be good. And if you can't get yourself into a good mental space, I would just ask you to consider finding somebody to talk to, or going to therapy, or giving somebody who has a professional bent on life a chance, because I've had a lot of times where I didn't know which way to go with things, and I've given a professional 30 minutes or an hour of my time, and afterwards I've just felt adjusted, or at least that I could handle the issue because they put it in a perspective that I wasn't able to see. Now, I am not a professional, and if you come with me to your problems, I will listen. I'm just not going to give any advice because I think that that's like not the best thing to do for people. But if you have an issue and you just want somebody to listen, know that I'm here and that I'm happy to listen to your issue, but I'm not going to be giving you any advice just because I'm not a professional in any way, shape, or form. I'm just another human. And I mean, if it's just listening, I got you. But if it is like more than that, I would ask that you know, seek professional help. And if you don't want to go to a therapist, maybe it's a priest, maybe it's a friend, just go to somebody that you know you can trust. But again, if it's just a simple matter of listening, I'm always here to listen. Don't feel like you're not heard. I know that in the holiday season, it can be a really dark time for some people, and I don't want anybody feeling like that. So if you do feel that way, please like go seek some kind of help. I don't care where you get the help, but find a way, okay? Because I'm here as a shining example of it's not worth it. All right, it's just trust me. Whatever it is that you are thinking right this moment, that it's too dark and you can't handle it and you don't want to deal with it, just trust me. Whatever it is, it's not worth it. If it's not worth it for you, it's not worth it for your family, it's not worth it for the people that you're going to put it through. Like, you got to think about other people. I know that's hard. I know that can be difficult in the moment, but some of the most selfish decisions I have made were ones where I decided, you know what, this is it. It's too much. It's too hard. And I tried to just walk away from life. And the people that I hurt doing that, those are the people that like I had to face afterwards and say I was sorry to. And that was 1,000 times worse than trying to check out early. Facing the people the next day or the day after that, and them telling me how dumb the thing I was doing was and how it hurt them, you know? And so I'm just asking that before you make any decisions, crafters, I know it's a hard time. I know the holidays can be very difficult for multiple reasons. So I would just ask that if you are having a difficulty, you try to work it out one way or another. Again, I'll always be here to listen, but I'm not the one for advice. So, but I feel like sometimes you just need somebody to listen. I sure know I did. There were times where I just wanted somebody to hear me out, hear my problem, and then when I said it out loud, I realized, okay, this is not the be all that there is. All right, this is not the end of the line. And I was able to just calm myself down that way. So if that's the case, I'm always here for you guys. I want to build a community of positivity. If it's more than listening, I would ask that you seek a friend, seek a professional, seek a priest, do something, whatever you feel comfortable with, and just get that squared away. And let's all have a safe holiday season. And let's have a great Turkey Lurkey Day and a great Christmas. And let's remember what those days actually stand for. That Thanksgiving is about giving thanks for the great things that have happened and a good closeout to the year. And that Christmas, whether you're religious or not, it's about the spirit of giving and, well, in some cases receiving, but exchanging gifts and love and laughs with people and making good positive memories. So if we can all remember that, I would be gratefully appreciated, because this is a positive place and I want everybody to remember that there's always going to be a storm in your life. It's how you handle that storm that lets you grow as a person and become even stronger. With that said, I think that's our 60 minutes for Minecraft. I want to thank each and every one of you that have stopped by, given me time, chatted with me, or even listened to the sound of my voice. There's so many ways to entertain yourself out there, so I thank you for making me one of your sources of entertainment. As I said, we've got paypal.me/kittycraft0220 and a cash tag that's the exact same thing, kittycraft0220. So if you're feeling generous this holiday season, feel free to give me some pumpkin spice latte. Management would like one too, I'm pretty sure. So if you feel like giving, awesome sauce. If not, that's not needed. I just need a follow for free from you, and we'll be all set. Stay safe, crafters. Keep warm if it's cold where you are. Keep on crafting. Kitty Craft out.